Get into it, man. Let's get into it. We got, man, law
Law 7.
law 7.
Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Another
Oh,
Mm.
one I was feeling some type of way about.
See what I'm talking about when I said the book seemed a little shady at first. That's why. But you know what I'm saying. When,
uh,
when when you look at it from
It's
a different
all
perspective, yeah.
I get it. I get it. Um, just going off the transgression alone first. Yo, the way they did Tesla was dirty.
nigga
Never
Tesla.
knew it.
Yeah,
Dirty.
straight up.
Never
Like,
knew it.
Yeah.
oh God, just reading that, like
Give us some backstory for the people who haven't. Um,
Tesla is dog. The Jordan of inventors, you could say.
yeah, invented a
Like,
lot of things.
and the way he didn't get credited for his work and got robbed, like buying my man patents out or other people using his work to further their work, which I don't think nothing is wrong with that, being inspired by him, but I do believe in royalties. Like,
So where do you think Tesla faulted in that? Because like I just said, a lot of the stuff that happens to us is our own fault. I think Tesla was too forthright. He was giving up too much information. He's telling people too much shit. Like,
naive,
he is too naive. Like
naive.
everybody, like as great as you are, as great as you are, they don't want to see
Naive.
you win. Don't nobody want to see you win.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah, the
A lot of
majority.
people
I
don't.
said the majority of people don't want to see
Yeah.
you win. So a lot of your ideas and a lot of your intellectual property and concepts that you have, you got to keep to yourself until they're ready to go and put out until you can get it protected. That's why we have patents now. That's why we have copyrights and things
Yep.
like that because people will steal your shit and get on
Yep.
fast, steal your idea and get on fast. So you got to be aware with that's your those are like your jewels. That's like
They your
you handing
children.
jewelry to people for free. Like here you go. Here's the chain.
Yeah.
Here's diamonds.
Yeah. So like, I mean, Tesla was super naive, and then you had somebody like Edison who understood the game and how to work it, and he like, all right, I'm a.
Yeah, I'm gonna just tweak it. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit.
Well, not only that, like, I'm not gonna do the work. I know who to get to do the work for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just
bingo.
take the credit for it.
Yeah, didn't he do that with what's my man's name? Think and Grow Rich.
Who, Napoleon?
Napoleon.
He
I
did
mean,
something.
huh?
Like one of the quotes in the book, everybody steals in commerce and industry. I've stolen a lot myself, but I know how to steal. That's
Yeah,
Thomas Edison quote. Like, I
yeah.
know how to, like, my man knew how to get over. He knew how to get over. Like, the one thing I did take from it that could be looked at in a positive light was you want to stand on the shoulders of giants. Like, all of the people that come behind us should go further.
Take it further. Right.
They should be able to look at what we did and be like, all right, this is where they were super strong. This is where they should have been stronger. So
Mhm.
let me take the super strengths that they already left, look at what they could have been stronger at. Let me get strong right there. So by the time it's my
To the next
time to
level.
go,
Right.
I'm ready. I'm bulletproof. I'm
Right.
ready.
Right. Have any of you transgressed this particular law? Because I have.
I've totally worked harder and not smarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
Um, well, I've actually worked smarter and it backfired. Um,
Huh.
for
That it
example,
could do that too.
in college, um, like my first semester at ASU, dog, I was on the dean's list. I had never been on the dean's list in my life, bro. I was really locked in, right? The next semester, not so much. I started having fun, lots of fun, too much fun. I started getting behind in my work, and somebody put me up on one of our classmates who would write papers, and I paid the dude to write a paper for me, and The paper was not on what I paid the dude to write the paper on. It was on something totally different. And it was like, I want to say it was like by midterm. So the professor kind of knew he knew me.
He knew what you
He
were
knew
capable
me
of.
and how I wrote, how I spoke. And he was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, he was like, man, this is not your work. And I was like, huh? Like, does he know? And then he said, oh, this just doesn't seem like you. Like, this doesn't seem like, he's like, dude, what did you do?
You didn't have to use turnitin.com?
Bruh, it wasn't even targeted, bruh. I didn't do none of that.
You got lucky. One of my boys, man, he was ready to kill the theology professor at school. We had to use turnitin.com, and we was all, because a bunch of us that lived in the same off-campus housing, it was like 4 or 5 of us that had that class. And the teacher mentioned I had a good grade on the test, so all of the homies wanted to study with me. And they like, what do you do? I'm like, bruh, he give you the PowerPoints. And I was just like, if he writes something on the board, I'll write it in my notepad.
Bingo. Yeah, that's there.
I was like, man, when I get home, I go over it. I re-look at the slides. That's all I do. Long story short, we had to write a paper. The bro did not, like, I'm like, bro, you got to paraphrase, right click on words, like find a different way to say stuff. And only about, I think only 20% of your paper could have been like not chewed.
Sourced out, outsourced.
Yeah, bro, he had over 40%. The teacher failed him. And I was just like,
that's where it can backfire. It can backfire on you.
Yeah.
Somebody else to do the work for you.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You got to know who doing the work.
Right.
Like, everybody ain't, I mean, even Luca Brasi had to take a swim with the fishes.
Yeah. Sure.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes you got to get them elbows dirty yourself.
Yeah, and take the credit for it. You know what? I have some examples. Any of you guys have like some good examples? Because I got a couple of examples that
shoot.
I'd like to say assistant coaches in leagues. I would like the NFL and NBA. A lot of your defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators, I wouldn't say they would have more knowledge than the head coach, but I feel like they do more leg work and they do more work, and they make the head coach look genius. You know, I think Steve Kerr's a great coach. His assistants are better than him, though. I think they're better coaches than him, and that's why they get head coaching jobs after. I'll use another one. I'll use ghost producers and ghost writers.
Now that
Kanye was a ghost producer
for
a long time before he got on.
He probably still ghost produce.
Straight up, yeah.
He probably still do.
What's my boy Quentin Miller? He's the ultimate. Well, Drake is the ultimate. Get somebody to do the work for you in that regard. Because at this point, we don't know what he wrote. I mean, we know he writes his shit. We're not going, he is still great. And we'll never take nothing from Drake, but that's still an asterisk on that list, bro. That's an asterisk behind it.
You can't go into the top 5.
No. You can't.
The greatest artist of this generation, though, I give him that. But I wouldn't say you can't be the greatest rapper.
No, not at all. Greatest artist, yes. Not rapper.
Or the biggest. Biggest don't mean the best.
Agreed.
Biggest don't mean the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
because the Beatles were the biggest, right?
Yeah, you got the most popularity.
They weren't the best.
You win the popularity contest,
but
you don't. And then I mean, this like we just gave a school example, but get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. It's pretty much because you don't notice it until middle school. It's the group project. Yes. It's the group project, and you like get in that group with somebody, and you like, man, this is stupid as hell.
Or shit, we can take it even a step further, and it's right in front of us, man. Look at CEOs of Fortune 500 companies.
Don't do no work.
CEOs in general.
Don't do no work.
Every employee that's under them or is doing the work for them while they sit at home and reap the benefits for it. So if you want to be a boss and you want to be a master and you want to be at the top of the hierarchy, top of the totem pole.
I got one. Troy.
Bingo.
Achilles and
Achilles.
Agamemnon.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
Achilles, straight
Achilles
up.
and Agamemnon. He pull up to the boy land.
I'm out here in the field putting in all the work.
He
You
pull
getting
up
the
to my
glory for
man, and the king like, yo, the world ain't even big enough. Like, it's too big for you. And he like, I like your soldiers. I like your land. I think I'll stay.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. And then he knew what he had. My man knew he had the golden gun.
Yeah.
Y'all remember playing GoldenEye? You get that golden gun, one shot kill. He like,
It's
I
up.
got the golden
A
gun.
shot.
Here.
Yeah.
He suckered him. Like, all right, look, we ain't gonna fight with everybody. Your best, my best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, like, all right, I got a Shaq Diesel over here.
Yeah.
He call his man out. He come out. He call Achilles. Nigga don't show up. He just had a threesome.
Right. He in there still sleep.
He pull up and he like, yo, I should get you whipped. And he look at him and is like, imagine the king who fights his own battles. Like, you are literally conquering land off of this one man's blade and taking all the credit for it. I think that's one of the most ultimate examples we could
Agreed.
from this one. Mm-hmm. Like using them real world examples and pop culture references that people could relate to.
Agreed.
Let me see. I have wrote some other stuff. Like we were saying with Tesla, I totally agree not to let people know what you got going on.
Yeah. Or just to a bare minimum. It's like a need to know. I feel like you should do it on a need to know basis. I don't think you should just expose your whole hand. You just, with your cards face up, you can't do that.
I feel it when people who randomly DM me, are you doing another play? What are you working on? And I'm like, you didn't come to the first one, so why do you care?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, trying to see your next move so they can try to beat you to it.
Yeah, and I'm
or sabotage it.
And I'm just like, I'm always working. What I'm working on is what I'm working on, but I'm always working.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, man, you gotta leave people in the. Man, you leave them in the clouds. You leave it up to their imagination. I'm only going to tell you what I want you to know.
But what you need to know.
Yeah.
Saying less than necessary, like how B mentioned earlier. And the laws intertwine.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
absolutely.
I ain't gonna give you everything I got.
What Styles say? Come on, man. You know my line. You know my line for my man Styles. If it's water, the blood don't flow. I might tell you some shit, but not all I know.
Yeah. Straight up. What was the word y'all took from this one?
Levels.
Levels.
Like in regards to that, like hierarchy.
Mm.
And I chose those because it's like paying dues. You got to pay your dues. If you want to, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. Those cliches, those sayings.
Yeah.
You can't get there, unless you go through the tours. You got to go through the tours and get your stripes.
B, what about you?
I got leverage out of that. I like the leverage out of that. You leverage what you're good at and then hire out what you're not.
Smartest thing ever.
I like it. Smartest
thing ever. Like, mine was naive. You can't be naive out here.
Mm-mm.
You got to know when you need to do the work, and like B said, you got to know when to hire out. And you can't be naive to the Thomas Edisons of the world, because it's always somebody out there who looking for an easy way to get on or get off.
Opportunists.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, man. Law 7 for y'all. Y'all know how we do. Caress that like button.
Yes.
Or get rough with it. Whatever
whatever style you prefer.
You guys
make sure you like, comment, share.
Comment, like,
Yep,
Give us
all
some
that,
feedback.
all
Oh,
that,
don't forget to subscribe
After
too.
that,
Make sure y'all subscribe.
and share, and share. Sharing is caring. Like we
Indeed.
got these jewels going around, and yeah, we need to be iron that sharpens iron. So share, 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 share with like-minded individuals, and get on this train with us. Y'all know how we
Definitely
do.
moving. It's
Yeah.
definitely moving. All aboard.
Blessings.
Love.
Peace.